Smells so good. Don't sweets just smell great? Well, that's what we get from Junior's in New York. Junior's brings us cheesecake, and Alan Rosen, who is actually, his father or his grandfather started it 74 years ago, and he has been here at QVC for 29 years. I remember when Alan first got here, and he has brought us cheesecakes. And when he first came, it was always the big round cheesecakes. People over and over again started saying, could we have like single portions? He has knocked it out of the park for Christmas in July this year, because he is giving us 32 of these, what we call mini cheesecakes, but they're not all that mini. You're going to get 8 of the strawberry swirl right here. So 8 of the, I'll show you right over here. 8 of the strawberry swirl, which is what he's known for. It's a tradition. And so that is actually a tradition at our house, and it's just packed full of strawberries in that cheesecake. Then we also have the brand new flavor, 3 brand new flavors. Chocolate cherry crunch is this one. This one is the white chocolate Christmas tree. And then up here we have the crumb apple, which he gave us even extra of the crumb. We can ship it out immediately if you want them now, or we can ship them out the week of November 4th, or we can ship them out the week of December 9th. But here's the box they will come in. You will get 16 in like a slab. Let me just open this up. I know there's nothing in here. I'll have to put my cards down. I'll show you that. But basically it's 16 and 16, so you can get them in your freezer a little bit easier. So let's say hi to Alan Rosen, who is Skyping with us from New York. Hello, Alan, how are you?
Hi, Mary Beth. Nice to see you. So I have that box right here. I just pulled this out of my freezer. You're getting 16 in each tray.
Great.
2 trays, each in their own little nest. You can see it sits right underneath there. It's perfect. So just keep this in your freezer for up to 6 months. No waste. Just pop out what you want, when you want it, straight from frozen. No issues, no waste. 4 3/4 pounds of cheesecake. Last year was only 4 1/4, so we gave you extra cheesecake this year.
Look at that.
And these are made exactly the same way as our larger cheesecakes that you spoke about earlier. Instead of being, instead of being thousands of calories, each one of these is between 200 and 220 calories, packed with fruit, as you can see right there on the strawberry swirl. Let me just tell you about all these great flavors. You're going to get 8 of the strawberry swirl that you can see right there. You're going to get 8 of the
We're going to go to the chocolate crunch.
Great. The chocolate crunch.
Chocolate cherry crunch.
Yeah, so we take a dark sweet cherry. We blend it into our cheesecake mixture. Then we do, the topping is like dark chocolate cake crumbs. So it gives it that little crunch on top for that finish. It is out of sight. We also melt some chocolate ganache in there with those dark cherries. Next, then, whichever you want to show, you tell me next.
The apple crumb.
So we just made a kicked up version of our apple crumb cheesecake. As you said, we made the crumbs larger. It's got chunks of apples, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. So imagine you get this in November or you get it now. As long as you keep it wrapped up and in your freezer, you could use the apple for Thanksgiving. Then the next one, that white chocolate Christmas tree cheesecake.
Look at this.
So we blended white chocolate into the cheesecake. We put a white chocolate mousse on top of the cheesecake. And then those are red and green Christmas tree sprinkles. So they're the shape of Christmas trees on top.
Wow. Alan,
so you could have all the holidays. Let me tell you something. The reason last week we ran out of the immediates. I was so surprised. We literally baked more yesterday so we could have some more immediates for people. People have gone crazy over it in July.
I'll tell you, I want to go back to the white chocolate because you know what? This could become my new favorite. I love the strawberry swirl, and that's what I order every year. It becomes a tradition. I know I've said this before, but we always serve your strawberry swirl cheesecake on Christmas Eve. or Christmas Day, excuse me. We open our presents on Christmas Eve, but then on Christmas Day, we have a birthday party for Jesus. And so we always have a birthday cake, but it's usually your strawberry swirl cheesecake. So I don't have to make a cake because at that point, I'm already tired. So anyway.
So with this one, we blended white chocolate into that 74-year-old recipe. So there's white chocolate in the cheesecake, there's white chocolate mousse on top of the cheesecake, and then you have those green and red tree quince on top for that holiday effect, and there's a lot of them. It looks great.
You know what's what I want everybody to understand is how creamy, like I just forked it through, how creamy your cheesecake is. I mean, it is just, there's nothing dry or crumbly about it. And that's why is that?
I'll tell you why. Because it's a recipe: cream cheese, fresh eggs, sugar, heavy cream, vanilla, blended with a paddle attachment. Take these out of your freezer. No need to defrost overnight like the bigger cakes. Pop them out of those trays, put them out on your counter when it's time to enjoy Thanksgiving, Christmas, any holiday entertaining. You can sit with your friends and family, let it get to room temperature, folks. It'll be as creamy and smooth as what Mary Beth is showing you right here.
Look at this. That's what I call creamy cheesecake, honey. Now, this
most
chocolate...
people think cheesecake crumbles, but they haven't had Juniors yet.
I was just going to say, are the cherries mixed in, or
they're mixed in? You may see one, you may not.
I see one right there.
Like a burgundy cherry, you may not, but the flavor is throughout. It is delicious.
That's delicious.
Because it's something we've never done before, but I really love that one. Our pastry chefs made it for us.
It's a lot like a chocolate mousse, you know? It's that, you know, the nice thing about your cheesecake is that it's creamy, but it's not heavy. You know, it's like I never feel like they're too sweet. I'm trying these 3 new flavors, by the way. This is my first time to try it.
Mary Beth.
Okay.
We're trying to balance out that 74-year history with adding flavor to it, but we don't want to cover up that great cheesecake recipe.
Well, Alan, we have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me today on this show. I so appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Great seeing you.
By the way, if you want all 32, go ahead and order it. And again, you can have it shipped right away or early November or early December if you want to. This has been a fun show. We're going to do it every Wednesday in July from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. as part of my retirement series. But if we made you hungry, good, because there's a lot of food yet to come, including our today's special value. I'll see you tomorrow.